I'm Louis Curtis, and I'm the Director of Officials and Sport Administrator for Wrestling for the Iowa High School Athletic Association.
And I'm Erin Gerlich, and I'm the Executive Director of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union.
My name is Ron Higdon, and I'm an Assistant Director at the Nebraska School Activities Association.
This next set of videos will be showing proper officiating mechanics and positioning. In this situation, we have one referee. You can see that he's keeping his distance, a good distance away from the wrestling. This is where we want you positioned, not too close to the action. Similarly, this referee is getting way too close to the action. He's going to get rolled up on if he's not careful. Plus, it's hard to see the whole picture when he's that close. Let's keep it backed away as the single official. Officials, we do want you to communicate effectively with wrestlers with quick, easy to understand commands.
Action! Circle!
End of period, guys. End of period. So here's another example of how to do an end of the first period sequence with a coin flip. Flip the coin, look at green. Green, your choice. Top, bottom, neutral, defer. Green's going to defer. Look at the table. Show him the defer signal. Now give red his options. Red, top, bottom, or neutral. Red is going to take bottom. So as they're getting set, red knows he's getting set, okay? I'm going to make sure I maintain, so green stays off so we can avoid any penalty points here, okay? Green, stay set, stay off. Red, set, stay set. Green, cover properly. Set. So in that last sequence of the coin flip, I don't know if you paid attention, but there's a little trick that I like to do so I know who's got choice at the end of the second period. So green chose to defer, so I put the flip disc in my green pocket. Doesn't matter what color's facing down or up, but I do know that since it's in my pocket that I know at the end of the second period, green is going to have choice.
Another way to do the flip disc is after I flip the disc and green had choice, all right, I flip it, I put red in the back pocket, and then at the end of the second period and I go to the third, I just pull it out of my pocket and I know, just glancing at it, it's red's choice.
In this situation, we're talking about official positioning as wrestlers are working their way out of bounds. What we like to do in this situation is get to the out of bounds and straddle it so you know you can see everything that ends up being inbounds or out of bounds, and always look for what's in and not what's out.
In this example, the official is not in the best position to make the correct call. Similarly, in this example, the official puts himself in the best position to make the correct call.
Three green. We're out. Back to center, gentlemen. So as an assistant official in the neutral position, I'm always trying to put myself in the best position and stay at about 180 off of my head official. I'm looking at the action, but through my peripheral vision, I can see where the head official's at, and I want to be in the best position possible to make sure to help him make that call. So in this situation, I'm getting in position to help him make this out of bounds call. We're not quite 180, but I'm in position here to straddle it and see to make sure that I can help and assist on an out of bounds call. So the next series is we're going to go into referee's position on where an assistant official should be placed when we're in referee's position. So as an assistant official, I put myself to where I can help see the sequence and make sure everybody's properly placed in referee's position, But my main focus is making sure that clock starts and stops on time and the accurate points are placed where it needs to be. Because that's my job as an assistant official, to make sure everything's working good over there and helping him in situations like this.
Red, set, green. Hit.
So the action's flowing away from me as an assistant official. I got to make sure, get over here in position and make sure I can make any calls that he can't see over there on that side.
Route. Three. One.
So in this situation,
Three.
I got to communicate with
Four.
him. Hey, we're legal here.
Five.
We're legal. Okay. He's looking for the fall. We're still in. We're still in. I need to communicate to my head official to make sure that either we're still in or everything's legal. Because in this position, I switched with him. He can't see if this headlock becomes illegal or not. So I have to assist him in this situation. Always put yourself in position to help your head official to see anything that may become illegal or potentially dangerous or out of bounds, so he can solely focus on calling the fall. So as a head and assistant official, the assistant official's job is always to be the helper and be approachable. So in a close situation, when the wrestling action goes towards out of bounds, it's always good that if it's a close situation to call, that the head official will address or approach the assistant official to talk about the call to make sure we get the call correct. So what we'll do here is show how we properly, the head official, will approach the assistant official and talk about an out of bounds situation. 3, take down. Hey, let's talk about this. So the reason why I took him out there is I thought that his left foot touched inbounds before it went out. So I will ask him, hey Jim, did you have that foot in before they went out of bounds?
I had it out of bounds.
Okay, I think you're right on that one. So at this point in time, because he's very confident on it, and I thought I saw it, so I'm gonna change my call to make sure that we get this call correct at the end of the day. And so I will always approach him to make sure we get the call done. So I'll approach the table and say, we were out of bounds, no takedown. So in this situation, we see it a lot here, where the defensive wrestler has a trapped arm. So we need to be diligent with the whistle, so when we see him either drive it forward, elevate, or step in front and drive him towards the mat, we need to blow the whistle and make sure we stop it for potentially dangerous. So here's a situation where once I see him start loading his hips and elevating, I'm always going to err on the side of caution and stop it for potentially dangerous before he's even allowed to lift. So right there, as he starts loading the hips, we want to make sure we stop it for potentially dangerous. Also, we need to remember that it's still his responsibility to return the wrestler safely. Even though I stopped it for potentially dangerous, you can still get him for an illegal slam if he doesn't bring him down properly after that situation. So in this situation, this is going to be a good example of allowing a trapped arm situation to continue. Not every trapped arm is warranted a stop for potentially dangerous. Even though it is a potentially dangerous situation, everything is under control and there's no immediate danger to the wrestler at this time, so we allow it to continue. So that would be a good, safe return with a trapped arm in that situation.